SSL and TSL both comes under security at transport layer. So this is the first point to be noted. Now, at which layer we are utilizing SSL is transport layer. Now, why this has been designed? This has been designed for the secure end-to-end communication. Got it? Secure end-to-end communication. Now, Netscape is a Netscape has been introduced as SSL as a version of 3. See, SSL v3, nowadays we are utilizing this SSL v3 as a protocol version for this internet purpose. I mean the data security purpose, right? Now it's the next version as we discussed just now. This is the internet standard is released as the TSL, right? So TSL is nothing but transport layer security, which we'll be seeing in the next sessions, in the upcoming session. Now, SSL architecture includes a protocol stack. So for that protocol stack, what are the main layers we are going to discuss in the architecture are the session and the connection. First, when we are utilizing any secure channel, first of all, we have to establish a connection which is secure. And at the same time, when we say a secure, when the connection is wrapped with a session. So session, secure session, we call that as, right? So now connection is a type of service where it is going to connect, I mean, the relationship will be established between two endpoints. Okay, so now this connection may be of any type, either this is TCP/IP or UDP, that depends on the type of the connection. Now this connection, once every connection should be have one session. Right. So once establishment of the connection is done, means that the connection should be wrapped with the session with a secure channel. Now, who is providing this session? The session is all about the association between the client and the server. So client will be there and server will be there. So once we are trying for any communication between sender and receiver, this must be logged with the session, right? So session will be ignoring man-in-the-middle attacks, like no other intruders can enter into your particular communication. So they can't enter once this is logged with a session, right? So only user A and B will be utilizing that particular communication channel in detail, right? So this is a thing which we have to know. And coming to the session creation, we will be utilizing a handshake protocol in this, and also we will be utilizing few parameters. So the parameters will be a set of cryptographic activities. So cryptographic activities includes providing MAC, providing algorithms to encrypt your key, symmetric keys, and to encrypt your data, asymmetric types. So whatever. So all the things which we are going to discuss are in detail now. Okay, so let us move to the next one, that is protocol stack. As we just discussed, SSL can provide security by this stack. So it has a header format where it is having totally there are 7 protocols utilized in the stack. So first is handshake, second change the cyber specifications, alert protocol, record protocol, next HTTP, TCP/IP. Already we know about this 3. So totally 4 plus 3, we have 7 protocols utilized. So IP is nothing but internet protocol where we are going to set up communication either in IPv4 or IPv6. Next, TCP, as we are discussing SSL. So SSL is a connection oriented. So as we are discussing about the connection oriented, so we will be moving with TCP. So transmission control protocol will be a properly connection established where we have proper acknowledgements of the send and received data. Right, we have the other type, that is UDP IP, which is a wireless, connection-less one. So there we need internet version, that is TSL for sure. And then we have HTTP for hypertext transfer protocol. Uh, which we are converting our data into the transmission. The file FTPs are needed to transfer your protocols, right? So there we need the HTTPs and all. Now we are about to know about these four protocols in detail. So the four protocols in the SSL protocol stack are record, handshake, cyber specifications. We are going to change the cyber specifications whenever we need. Next, alert protocols. So let us go in detail about every protocol now. So record protocol is having capacity to provide confidentiality and message integrity. See, how we are saying confidentiality and the message integrity means, see, confidentiality will be maintained with respect to the data, whatever we are sending. So the data which we are sending is called as payload, yes or no? So that payloads will be secured by a number of encryption methods we have, right? So we are going to encode our data, and then we are going to concatenate with the MAC. So MAC is a message authentication code, which is utilized to check with the message integrity, right? So we will be utilizing both encryption standards and both MAC procedures to provide message authentication code, the message digest in a proper way. Both will be utilizing handshake protocol to get your data. Now, what happens in the record protocol is we will be taking the payload first. Okay, whatever the data message we have, then you take as a blocks wise. So we call here as a fragments, right? So every fragment will be taken. All the fragments in the record protocol or whatever the application, whatever the encryption algorithms we are taking. So we will take equal sized blocks, either 64 bits or 128 or 256. All the blocks will be of the equal size. Now we take one fragment every time and we'll compress that. Okay. After compression, whatever the message authentication code we get by utilizing any authentication, so maximum we will be utilizing HMAC every time. So we use the HMAC for the above compressed data, and the HMAC output will be generated. We will take that, we'll concatenate the compressed data and your MAC together, and you have to encrypt that. So after encryption, we will add the record protocol header here. Okay, so the encrypted data and the record protocol header will be appended to that, and at that we will be sending into the network. So this is a record protocol header format. So we are going to say as we are going to attach here. We are going to attach here a record protocol, right? So that protocol will be having a particular format, header format. So what are the header format? So while we are about to send this data, then we will attach the header format. So the header format is having four parameters. So first one is the content type, like what is the every fragment is having, what are the data it is having. So we are not revealing the data, we are revealing the the which type of data it is, right? So next is a version. So version is nothing but SSL v3 we are utilizing as a major version. Minor version will be always will be placing as 0, because major and minor version for SSL is SSL v3 itself. Okay. Next, compressed length is nothing but after a data has been compressed. So what is the length of every fragment we get? So we are going to mention that fragment size. So this is not 214, this is 2 power 14. Okay. So maximum we should allow 2 power 14 plus 2048. So this is a total maximum length we can accept in the record format. attaching, right? So next is we have a handshake protocol also. Handshake protocol is very important. So before moving to that, we'll know change cyber specification. See, whenever we are about to start communication between sender and receiver, once sender and receiver establish a proper communication by session and connection, then immediately we should change our state of sender and receiver. What are the specifications we are utilizing in terms of all the updates we have to change here. Okay. So I mean to say, what are the algorithms we are going to utilize in this? Okay. Parameters of algorithms, parameters of cryptographic and key generations, everything. The status must be updated immediately. So for that, we need a protocol. So that protocol is change cyber specifications protocol, right? So this is just a basic thing, but it has to update the specifications whenever we require. And next is the alert protocol. So coming to the alert protocol, it is giving indication to the users, I mean a client wise. So saying that your system is having so and so error, or else your system is about to face so and so I mean attack, so severity is there, so kind of thing. So it will be alerting your system in 2 bytes. So first one is a level of your attack. So level of your attack will be like it may be major, minor, normal, or is it just a warning? It's about to attack, so kind of thing. Now the alert is a message which we are alerting the user to either to proceed or to stop. Okay. So this is about the alert protocol. Now handshake protocol is very simple. This is between the sender and receiver, I mean the client and server. So client and server both will exchange their set of messages, right? So here the exchange of messages will be happening. So the first procedure what we done is we are going to connect, establish a connection, give a session. Then we are going to allot our payload with the record format. Then we are going to change the specifications, and whenever required, we will alert the user. And now the communication is very important. So for communication purpose, we will utilize handshake protocol. So this handshake protocol will be having all the things by default, like it will utilize MAC algorithms, encryptions of the data to protect your data every second. This protocol will be utilized in detail, right? So this is having 4 phases. So the 4 phases are established between client and server. So the first phase is you are going to establish the connection, and you are going to authorize each other, I mean session ID with the session IDs. After that, server will be giving all its certifications that I am the authenticated server. You are about to communicate with me to the client. Now, client will be sending his own certificates to the server that I am the authenticated user. Okay. Now the change means after all the authentications and all. So first one is about establishment. Second is server authentication. Third is phase 3 is user authentication. And last one is the immediately we have to change all the specifications, and transmission of the data will be happening immediately. Right. So this is a handshake protocol. So these are all about the protocols of SSL layer protocol. So if you have any doubts in this, please be free to ask anytime through comments or in the college. Thank you for listening.